It is the largest curtailment of water rights in Idaho history. Eastern Idaho farmers have been ordered to dry up hundreds of thousands of acres of farmland, potentially inflicting hundreds of millions of dollars in economic loss to the state. Local News 8's Seth Ratliff joins me now here in the studio with more details on this. Seth, what is this? What's going on?
Todd, this could hit East Idaho farmers hard. I spoke with some today who fear they will not survive the cutoff. Connie Christensen grew up working this land with her grandfather.
These are big steps to climb.
Climbing into her family's cellar, she shows us the rewards of last year's hard work.
We're in harvest, which is, 14-hour days until the 1st of November, and it's all the family.
Unless there is an emergency stop to their curtailment order, the water cutoff won't just mean the end of their potato crop, but potentially 6 generations of farming.
We wouldn't be able to take that kind of a hit and continue. I mean, maybe you can get a bank to carry you, but it'd be crazy for the banks to carry us when we don't know if we're ever going to be able to irrigate again.
So why has the water been cut off? Essentially, this curtailment represents a battle of wills between the Idaho Department of Water Resources and the groundwater districts here in East Idaho. IDWR says the groundwater users in East Idaho have created a shortage of water downstream in Twin Falls. And they say the farmers here aren't following the legally approved agreement to make up the difference.
The director did not have a choice in this matter. The groundwater districts do have a choice to come back into compliance with one of their 2 approved mitigation plans and protect their users from curtailment.
But local farmers say those agreements give them little assurance they'll have water to use.
The state claims that we have mitigation plans available to us, that all we have to do is comply with them. But those mitigation plans are unworkable.
Groundwater users say under the current plans, IDWR takes the highest possible amount of water the first right holders downstream might need, and then factor in the lowest predicted amount of water available to find the amount of shortage that may happen downstream.
There are several factors that go into that calculation, including snowpack, including reservoir levels, including irrigation need, and aquifer conditions, because a fair amount of the water that goes to the Surface Water Coalition canals does come from the aquifer. And the aquifer is still near all-time lows.
But that means even in a year like this, where the snowpack and precipitation have been fairly good, their water is still at risk of being cut off.
They say we have to project the worst case scenario. What that means to us is that, in April, there's probably always going to be injury now.
If we can't farm in a year like this, we're never going to be able to farm when the drought cycles hit.
Farmers like Connie Christensen believe their concerns are falling upon deaf ears.
As a farmer, you develop an emotional connection to the land that you farm. And it's a little disheartening for the state officials and the lawyers involved in this to not understand that you aren't just a farmer as an occupation. It's a part of who you are.
In all of this, groundwater users here in Eastern Idaho have been very critical of the Twin Falls Canal Company, whose system is over 100 years old, and according to farmers on this side of the state, only 40% effective in using and transporting water to farms in that area. Reporting in the studio, I'm Seth Ratliff.